Welcome, beloveds. In today's session, I will take you to the recipe to be happy. Okay, so how do we recognize our experience or experiences to be happy? When we see and accept the reality for what it is. I am repeating on this, but this is the truth. When you see and accept the reality for what it is, with this mindset only and with this acceptance alone, you can actually modify the environment, and you also accept that your role is in terms of how you can bring the change, but the outcome will be decided on its own accord. Okay, then when you recognize and accept that how worthy, how valuable, how much of love you are, despite of all the individual differences that exist in the world. So you recognize your own worthiness, your own worthiness. You have a healthy sense of your value as a person, as an individual, and as your role and position in this world, despite of all the individual differences that exist in the world. And you understand that the sole purpose of your life is just not to make yourself happy, or it is not just to satisfy all of your desires and wants and all of that, but the sole purpose of your life as a human being is to make your life as well as lives of many people much better, more loving, and I would say in God's love. And you see, all the animals are wonderful examples of this. Like their animals' life, and because I'm a mother of a dog, so I can say, and any pet parent would relate with this. Their lives is, their purpose of the life is to firstly they are so much fulfilled in themselves, and therefore they create that love and friendship around them. There is no bias or prejudice or any kind of discriminative behavior in their patterns. So understand that the purpose is to make your life and the lives of many people, like I said, much better and happier, and in love and friendship, in God's love, in God's friendship. So now let's talk about the ingredients that is a recipe to be happy. So first ingredients is breathe. We take breath for granted, and without breath there is no life, there is no awareness, there is no consciousness, you are nothing. I mean, you could be so and so in your life, but if your breath is in danger, meaning if your life is in danger, nothing is going to save you, or nothing is going to be like preserved for you. So this thought came in my mind right now. Preparing yourself for your funeral is also one of the best ingredient to be happy, because this is the way you accept the reality for what it is. Okay, so when you know that your role and whatever you have is temporary and it will keep on changing, and no matter how much restless, depressed, anxious you feel because someone hurt you or has left you, or because you are not getting the things the way you want it to be, and basically forget about this. Basically if you are constantly suffering because of your own inner experiences, then it is a good way that you prepare in detail your funeral, and understand that not to waste time in hatred, in anger, in complaining and whining and blaming or suffering in yourself, or letting others suffer, and understand that it's going to end one day. but take it in a positive sense. Okay, I'm not talking about the experiences of the people that could make them suicidal or any other mental disturbance, because in both these cases a professional help is a must. So that's a different thing. Okay. So breathing, I was talking about breath. You see, our breath is a good tool to bring ourselves in the moment. So you see your breath pattern when you are restless or disturbed in some manner, and you see the cycle of your breath when you are calm and composed. And so at any moment, by coming in the moment with the breath and by breathing completely, that's surely a best way, a best ingredient to be happy, because your entire system also settles down, and then using your prefrontal cortex you will be able to use your logic and reasoning, and you will confront the situation not with the limbic system, means not in terms of fear or helplessness, but actually finding out the evidences, logic and reasoning. So that's a better way, right? Second is self introspection and all, engaging in creative engagements or going on a retreat. So this could be in terms of your relationship with God or in terms of spirituality. Whatever it is, you find something that calms you. So you're seeing that all the ingredients to be happy is the opposite of all the ingredients that makes one unhappy, but there is something more to it. So self introspection, again, like I said, journaling, exercising, meditation is very important, as well as journaling and keeping a good check with your thoughts, catching them, recognizing when you are thinking incorrectly or negatively, and then changing it, and in the process also identifying all the patterns that is creating or blocking your way to happiness. Third ingredient is mind management. Again, checking your beliefs, your thinking styles, and doing a lot of good cognitive work, restructuring work. And managing your mind involves self control, self discipline, and of course being more aware about your inner experience. Next is appreciate the qualities and behavior of people, as well as acknowledge the appreciation. So the first part, appreciating the qualities of people. So like I said, no person is 100% bad or 100% good, and you can focus on certain positive aspects which about through which you can learn something in your own life, as well as appreciate certain things. Like you need to have a perspective or an attitude of gratitude here, right? And as well as acknowledge the appreciation. Many of us, especially if we do not like the other person or we like really hate them, we just completely filter out what good things they have said once upon a time, be it, but the good things that they have said about us. So these are the little things that creates lot of meaning into your life or lot of suffering into your life. And this is also a way to create a better and happier relationships. Next is give your friendship, love and understanding to all of your past experiences, which involves people, of course, situations and everything in it. And plant seed to make your present and therefore your future better. My Guruji says that take care of minutes and the years will take care of themselves. So you need to focus on the minutes, the present work, the present kind of hard work or effort you are doing in terms of your profession, or in terms of education and training, in terms of relationship, what all shift you can make in your attitude, in terms of your mind management. So that is recognizing and changing your beliefs, your thinking styles, creating a more positive or I would say a healthy and appropriate mental environment. And as you take care of the minutes, the future the years coming takes care of itself. So, yeah, make peace with your past and friendship with that. Focus on what you can contribute. So, you are being love and light wherever you go, and make the world, the place, the environment around you a much better place. This is so important. This will help you to not be insecure about the future, but you are actively playing the role in creating the future or your life the way you want it. But here your intention is very, very important, because if your intention is let's say to degrade someone or their position, or to hide your own inadequacies, your own worthiness, and so you are just earning and holding on to this and that, but deep inside you are feeling unworthy about yourself, about your life, about your role and position, then that is not a success, and of course not a recipe to be happy. So, by focusing on your own role, your abilities, like I said, focus in terms of service, intention and contribution. So, first comes intention. Like, why have I chosen psychology as my profession? Why am I a psychologist? So, these things were pretty clear to me. Okay. Likewise, whichever profession you belong to, look at your intention. Then you come to service, like what all you can provide, what all you can offer, what services you can render using your profession, using your talents and capabilities in general. And that's how you make meaningful contribution, and that's how you create your future, right? Okay, next ingredient is keep on reading, keep on studying, keep on learning, but just not to impress your vocabulary, okay, not to impress your intellect, not to burst your ego and degrade someone, but this is for yourself, and so that you can share that knowledge and that understanding with everyone. So, keep reading, keep studying, keep learning, and then the most important task, to apply those learnings, to apply that knowledge and intelligence in correct ways in your own life as well as in the lives of other people, because that's where you are doing something meaningful with and about your intelligence, right? Next is to appreciate relationships. See, in human life, relationships are the most important factor uh, to experience, okay, as a human, and that's the foundation. So, if your relationships are strained or are going difficult or something you're unhappy about, I do a lot of couple counseling as well, and I see what all what all things are involved, what are errors are there, and what all conflict and discrepancy and lot of dysfunctional attitudes that are involved, which makes the already existing difficult relationship more difficult. So, appreciate all the relationships in your life. Send peace, love and harmony to all the relationships, to all the people, and see how you can make it more better. Now, a lot of things involved here again, but not in this class. But just to give you a tip, assuming your own your own role and responsibility in that scenario, in that situation, would be very, very helpful to you in terms of improving the relationship, because that will bring you out of blaming, okay, and so anger. But otherwise, yeah, appreciate all the relationships and see how you could make it more loving and meaningful. And if need be, please seek professional help to help yourself basically. Okay, next is to bring yourself or to focus on the higher source. Now, this could mean different for all of us. It could be God, it could be basically any higher power which is there, which is actually sustaining your life, and something you could rely on. and this could also be your mentor, who are in your discipline in terms of profession, or anyone whom you admire so much in your life. So you focus on and as well as on God, and yeah, the higher power. So that will help you again to believe in something which is again so real, so fruitful, and that's how you gain wisdom. Because you see, intelligence is just not enough to deal with whatever we come across, whatever problems or situations we come across in this world. This because from Bhagavad Gita's perspective, we all are Arjuns in our own lives, and Arjun, being one of the best uh, best warrior in the profession he belonged to, the warrior thing. Then also there the situation he was in was demanding more of him, and that was going beyond his intelligence, beyond his intellectual capacity. Okay, and so, and that's where a lot of disturbances and mental problems also starts in, because we feel that the situation is demanding more of me that I could just not come up with, and so we suffer, you know, sadness, depression, anxiety, restlessness, worry, overthinking, just to name few, right? So that's by focusing or relying on something which is higher than us but so real, and that's basically by cultivating wisdom and bringing a sense of balance, wisdom and appropriateness in your life. You actually understand a lot more about yourself. That's where your awareness begins, and the real success in any human real success in this human form begins. So that's one way, and it could be different for different people, like I said. So you can choose the power, the mentor, and yeah, this is just a tip. If you cannot sit with your own mind, with your own thoughts, then you are actually not making a fruitful use of your human life. So that is again another tool to understand, to check with, that how you are with yourself, and how much your life in this human form you are using to make it beneficial for yourself as well as for other people. And again, important point, list down all the things I can control. So in the last session we saw no things I cannot control, and we discussed about how it leads to unhappiness. Now in this, a recipe to be happy, list down all the things I can control, and then bring your focus on those things that you can control, and let go of all the things which you cannot control. And understand, only you and you yourself can make yourself happy or unhappy. It's a matter of choice, it's a matter of a number of steps or actions involved, but you alone can make yourself happy or unhappy, and others are contributing in their own ways. But you have to choose your own attitude, your own approach to it, and I'm sure after the last and this session you will focus on the recipe. I mean that cooks healthy food basically, right? So again, your task is to examine. I hope you have done the homework of the last session as well. For this session you have to examine in your daily routine and life what all ingredients you are using that is cooking the recipe to be unhappy or a recipe to be happy, and then choose the better, choose wisely. So yeah, thank you so much.